Blue Mammoth Games developed Brawlhalla is a free-to-play fighting game available on PC, console, and mobile that builds upon Smash's wild, character-focused gameplay by introducing unlimited wall jumps and various other movement options that facilitate fun combat. The expanding character roster also features the likes of G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, WWE's Randy Macho Man Savage, Tomb Raider's Lara Croft, and Street Fighter's Chun-Li. Many of these licensed fighters require spending cash, but that's fine. It's worth spending $20 for all current and future characters, because this platform fighter is just that exciting. Dead or Alive 6, much like its immediate predecessor, is one part fighting game, one part fashion show, and one part schlocky action movie. Individually, each of the game's widely differing elements might not stand up to scrutiny. After all, DOI 6 isn't the best fighter, doesn't offer the deepest character customization, and doesn't quite reach the Tekken series level of story insanity. Still, Dead or Alive 6 is a fun and surprisingly strategic PC game that offers enough freshness to warrant playing with its new break blow and break hold tools. Plus, the game's familiar triangle system and danger zones are highly entertaining too. Iron Galaxy Studios' Diverkick is the most hipster fighting game ever created. It's the product of the indie scene that mercilessly parodies fighting games and their die-hard community, yet demands that you be part of the underground circle to fully get all of the references and in-jokes. It's an odd game, but an interesting one if you open your mind to the insane concept of a two-button fighter based entirely on the idea of jumping and kicking, and 20-second rounds. And one-hit kills. And a line of scrimmage. Yes, Diverkick is a fighting game freak show, but one worth checking out.
Here we go. Hey. This is over here!
And beside Fist of the North Star and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, there are few enemy properties that are as intrinsically suited to the fighting game treatment as the Dragon Ball series. Spanning multiple series, movies, and generations of characters, Akira Toriyama's manga turned anime turned game series is all about buff monkey men, humans, aliens, and androids trading blows in actual earth-shattering battles. The series' latest video game adaptation, Dragon Ball FighterZ, ditches the Xenoverse Games arena brawling model in favor of 3-vs.-3 tag team fighting on a 2D plane. The gameplay shift is just one of the many reasons Dragon Ball FighterZ is being held aloft as one of 2018's notable titles. Its beautiful design, intense combat, and accessible control scheme add up to a game that anyone can jump into for Super Saiyan thrills. Upon its 1999 release, Garou Mark of the Wolves, a surprisingly deep and visually stunning entry in the long-running Fatal Fury series, was hailed as NK's wondrous response to Capcom's Street Fighter II. Nearly 20 years later, SNK has finally given the fighting game the proper PC treatment by releasing it with numerous additional graphics options, leaderboards, and rollback online versus play. Despite removing and downplaying some series-specific elements, Garou doesn't feel any less of a Fatal Fury game, however. It's set in the Southtown, and it features multiple fighters with classic Fatal Fury lineages, whether it's blood relationships to or martial arts tutelage from older characters. Kim Kufwan isn't in the game, for example, but his sons continue his legacy of swift, combo heavy taekwondo kicks. The Guilty Gear series reigns as the king of anime-style fighting games due to its gorgeous art style and a rich, demanding, and lightning-quick combat system. Unfortunately, its oceanic depth and mountainous skill ceiling proved inaccessible to the causal player until now. With Strive Developer Arc System, Work streamlines the series' unique combat mechanics to make them more newcomer-friendly, while retaining the older game's creative richness. Strive comes with fewer extra modes than its predecessors, but there is a lot to love in this PC game, including astounding visuals, impressive character play styles, and snappy, lag-free online play courtesy of top-tier rollback netcode. Strive is an approachable series entry that shakes up the Guilty Gear formula in the best ways possible. Guilty Gear is a niche series within a niche genre, one that's enjoyed a cult following since its first appearance in 1998. With XRD Sign, developer Arc System Works ditches the series' 2D sprites in favor of 3D cell shaded graphics in an attempt to expand its audience. Likewise, series creator Daisuke Ishiwatari sought a more approachable playstyle that maintains the depth and high skill ceiling that longtime Guilty Gear fans love. Still, Guilty Gear XRD Sign keeps the series' familiar fighting action Roman cancels, bursts, and dusts that enables creative offensive and defensive play. When Killer Instinct debuted for Windows 10 in March 2016, it represented the latest chapter in the continued PC fighting game renaissance. With its arrival, Microsoft's one-on-one game of fisticuffs joined the likes of Guilty Gear, The King of Fighters, Street Fighter, and other high-profile series that now grace the personal computer. Killer Instinct has a combo-heavy engine that caters to both novices and pros, incredibly detailed graphics that boast ridiculous particle effects everything explodes, and an over-the-top NBA Jam-like announcer who screams your accomplishments CCC combo breaker at the top of his lungs. King of Fighters 98 with its hops, rolls, blowback attacks, and meter filling advance and extra modes is one of the best fighting games ever made, so it's no surprise that developer SNK has returned to the title many times since the game's original release. In 2008, SNK celebrated the game's 10th anniversary by porting the team-based fighter to the PlayStation 2 as the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match, a game loaded with extra characters including the almighty 96 boss team, stages, moves, and gameplay modes. Now, a tweaked Ultimate Match is available for purchase under the title The King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition.
Round one, fight!
Like the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition, the King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match is a dream match that eschews a storyline, so that developer SNK could include as many characters as possible, even some that are canonically dead, like crime boss Geese Howard. As a result, Unlimited Match boasts one of the largest fighting game rosters of all time, with a 66 character strong lineup. King of Fighters 2002 Ultimate Match continues the series' tradition of excellent combat. Although it lacks KOF 98 Phase 3 radically different fight mechanics Advanced, Extra, and Ultimate, Unlimited Match has a lone system that resembles Advanced mode. This fighting style gives you plenty of offensive dash, run, hops, super jumps, and defensive guard cancel strike, guard cancel roll throw options for setting up or evading traps. Excellent rollback netcode lets you play people around the world without hiccup. The King of Fighters X Steam Edition brings SNK's incredibly dense 3-VS.-3 team-based fighter to the PC via Valve's video game marketplace. It's an all-around excellent fighting game and one of the best in SNK's rich catalogue. If you've rumbled with friends and foes in the version that appeared on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, you'll feel right at home here. The intricate combat mechanics, meter management, and the best sprite-based graphics ever seen in a fighting game are brought over successfully in this Steam port. Even better, the King of Fighters X Steam Edition contains all the console DLC and the King of Fighters X Climax arcade features. Similar to the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition, the King of Fighters X Steam Edition has decent online play, but you can expect some hiccups. Developer SNK took KOF XIV's core, revamped the max meter, added the Shatter Strike counter system, and gave the character models an eye-catching redesign to create one of the best fighting games in recent history. KOF XV features an updated fighting engine that facilitates fast-paced, creative combat and near-flawless rollback netcode that will keep you knuckling up with online rivals for hours on end. The game's dense with options. You can play the narrative-driven story mode, use DJ Station to listen to more than 300 music tracks, culled from SNK's rich, decades-long game library. Many compositions unlock as you play arcade mode, engage in casual and ranked online battles, view leaderboards, and check out match replays. SNK put weapons-based 2D fighting on the map with 1993's delightful Samurai Showdown, but the developer went on to refine the idea of sword-based combat 4 years later in a somewhat lesser-known Neo Geo title, The Last Blade. Released to the Steam platform with several contemporary bells and whistles, The Last Blade boasts excellent swordplay, a dozen exquisitely designed characters, and a gorgeous anime and manga-style presentation that make its 19th century Japanese setting one of the most beautiful in fighting game history.
Attack!
Oh shit! Cocoon! You got it.
Here we go!
Add combo! I need that. Sigma.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has taken its fair share of flack since its reveal, and the venom is not at all unwarranted. The initial trailer for the tag team fighting game featured dull, washed-out graphics, and Capcom highlighted the new novice-friendly auto-combo options that are designed to help casuals bust out cool-looking moves in an otherwise hardcore genre. As a result, fight fans were highly skeptical of the game, as was I. Fortunately, my Infinite sentiments changed upon logging several hours with the game. The Infinity Stone Hook and the move to 2-vs.-2 tag team action make Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite an incredibly fun PC game to play in both casual and hardcore sessions.
Oh my god. I rest my auntie. Go again, boy. Damn.
Get him bang!
When NetherRealm Studios released the blood-drenched Mortal Kombat X to consoles in 2015, the one-on-one fighting game continued to evolve via free and paid updates that added characters, balanced the roster, and improved online play. However, the High Voltage Studios ported PC version of the game received zero post-launch support, much to the dismay of hardcore Mortal Kombat fans. Thankfully, that changed with the Mortal Kombat XL update, a version of MKX that finally gives PC gamers all the extras that console-based fight fans have enjoyed for some time now. I dislike the idea of paying more money for PC content released long after the console version, but it's hard not to love the additions, which include even more fighters, stages, costumes, and gore. Mortal Kombat 11 is far more than the guts and gore titles on which the series built its fame. The narrative sequel to Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11 uses time travel to pit characters against their rivals in the past in order to alter the present. Whatever. Mortal Kombat 11 continues the series' tradition of chop-socky action and otherworldly mysticism to lay the foundation for military operatives, ninjas, gods and monsters to punch each other squarely in the face. With its character customization, HDR10 support, smooth animations, and new offensive and defensive meters, MK11 is the best Mortal Kombat game to date. Clashing swords, blood spurts, and tense, measured play defines Samurai Shodown, SNK's beloved weapons-based fighting game series. This series refresh, the simply named Samurai Shodown, carries those elements to PC after the game first appeared on console. If you've waited this long in hopes that Samurai Shodown would add many PC exclusive extras, you may be disappointed. This is largely the same game that appeared elsewhere. Still, Samurai Shodown's unique, defense-orientated gameplay makes it a fighting game to check out for sword-swinging, bloodletting action. Prep for lengthy load times, though. Samurai Shodown Neo Geo Collection, SNK and Digital Eclipse's follow-up to the delightful SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, contains all the Samsho games that appeared on the original Neo Geo, plus production art, SNK staff interviews, and a true surprise and unreleased title that only briefly saw a location test. Overall, Samurai Shodown Neo Geo Collection is a wonderful piece of playable history, with the only blight against the PC game being its mediocre online components. Skullgirls Second Encore, the update to Reverge Labs' critically acclaimed original game, takes cues from many highly regarded fighting titles and blends it with the series' unique, cartoony, Art Deco-influenced visual style. However, Skullgirls Second Encore's graphics aren't all that separate it from the competition. The indie fighter boasts a Capcom vs SNK-style ratio system that lets you select up to 3 characters to battle up to 3 rival characters, as well as a Marvel vs Capcom-style assist system. The fighter also has a built-in system that automatically stops infinites, those annoying and abusive combos that never end.
Surgery.
With Match of the Millennium's re-release, the secret best fighting game in the SNK vs Capcom crossover series finds a new audience. Featuring an 18-character default roster Athena, Chun-Li, Dan, Felicia, Guile, Homaru, Iori, Ken, Kyo, Leona, Mai, Morrigan, Nakaruru, Ryo, Sakura, Terry, and Zangief, and 3 deep groove systems that replicate beloved companies' beloved fighting game engines, SNK vs Capcom Match of the Millennium sees 2 fighting game universes collide in marvelous fashion. That would be more than enough variety, but Match of the Millennium offers additional goodies. It features standard sparring, survival, and time attack fighting modes. Olympics, however, is the most intriguing mode, as it lets you indulge in several non-fighting game minigames. For example, you can blast Metal Slug's Mars people in a first-person shooting mode, or guide Ghost End Goblin's Arthur across pits to snatch up treasure.
Go away! Don't!
The weapons-based combat series has seen its ups and downs over the years, but with Soul Calibur VI, developer Bandai Namco has taken what's worked in the past swift. Strategic combat and robust character customization, and paired it with the new Reversal Edge and Soul Charge battle mechanics to create an engaging PC fighting game that'll shine in all sorts of battles, whether they're between buddies or on big esports stages like EVO. Combat is crisp and rewarding, with a universal control scheme that makes it a breeze to pick up a new character. Each fighter has a horizontal attack, vertical attack, kick, block, parry, sidestep, guard crushing break attack, and critical edge super attack. This control scheme will feel familiar to anyone who's played recent Soul Calibur titles, and it leads to some tense combat moments as you attack and defend.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Film aficionados rely on the Criterion Collection to take vital classic and contemporary movies and present them in thoughtful, information-filled packages for modern audiences. Until very recently, the 40-year-old video game industry lacked its own Criterion Collection, letting important pop culture contributions slip into oblivion due to incompatible hardware and software formats, expired licenses, and plain neglect. Thankfully, the game's preservation experts at Digital Eclipse have taken up the task, blessing gamers with titles that celebrate classic titles via accurate emulation and a bounty of production-related extras and modern touches. The company's first foray into the fighting game genre is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. In February 2016, Street Fighter V arrived on PC with many flaws that detracted from the stellar gameplay, including awful server instability, no true single-player mode, and a surprisingly limited multiplayer battle lounge. However, over the course of the last few years, developer Capcom released several updates that addressed most of those issues while also adding new stages and playable characters. Street Fighter V Champion Edition, with its fresh and returning characters, new fight systems like the cool V-Skills and V-Triggers mechanics, interactive stages, cinematic story mode, and cross-platform play with PlayStation 4 owners, finally makes the one-on-one fighting game a title to pick up even for gamers who don't have EVO dreams. Following Street Fighter V's lukewarm reception, Capcom had much to prove with Street Fighter VI. Thankfully, the developer not only righted the previous title's wrongs, but exceeded expectations by including nearly everything that fans would want in a contemporary fighting game. The title's powered by the new drive gauge, a meter that's full and ready for action at the beginning of each round. With the drive gauge, you can unleash the drive impact, drive parry, drive reversal, drive rush, and overdrive moves. Read our review for a breakdown of each one. It, along with the dynamic and modern control schemes, gives you more combat flexibility than any previous Street Fighter game. The result is one of the best fighters ever crafted, one that enables hype-fueled moments in casual and competitive play. Tekken 7, like the mainline Tekken games that came before it, is a tale of fathers and sons attempting to murder each other to purge the Mishima clan of the Devil Gene, a magical bit of DNA that transforms certain people into Hellspawn. The excellent combat accentuates the narrative ridiculousness. Like its predecessors, Tekken 7 is a fighting game that features simple, limb-mapped controls, massive character movesets, and numerous juggles that let you keep a combo flowing if you're skilled enough to input the correct move at the right moment. With Tekken 7, the series receives super moves, rage arts, and enhanced special attacks that can blow through an opponent's attack power crush.
Fight! First attack! Air combo! Good! Danger! Down! No!
I'm next.
Level 3! Air combo! Level 2!
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 pits Marvel superheroes against Capcom's video game characters in a frantic 3-vs.-3 tag team brawl. The 48 character headcount is impressive, but it's the individual characters and visual aesthetic that truly make the game shine, unlike its infinite sequel. Marvel's side has several popular and obscure characters, including Captain America, Iron Man, Iron Fist, and She-Hulk, and Spider-Man. Capcom's side mainly comprises characters from the company's fighting and action games, including Final Fight's Mike Hager and Street Fighter's Ryu. The comic book style graphics with their bright colors and heavy black lines gives Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 an eye-popping look.
Air combo! Danger! Team aerial combo! Huge! According to down!
Leave it to me.
According to
Ultra Street Fighter IV marks Capcom's fourth version of Street Fighter IV and the third version available on the Steam platform. Like Vanilla Street Fighter IV and Super Street Fighter IV, Ultra's combat is centered on focus attacks, a move that lets your character tank a blow and unleash a counterattack. This final iteration adds 5 new characters: Decapera, Elena, Hugo, Poison, and Rolento, 6 new stages, a YouTube upload option, Edition Select, which lets you pick different versions of characters based on their past Street Fighter IV iterations, and Double Ultra, which makes a character's Ultra combos available simultaneously in exchange for reduced damage.